Hello, I'm in Sabah, technician in charge of lasers and 3D printers room. Today I'm making this video as to experience it to just help students who have never been in this room. And I'm going to start with presenting the 3D printers, which is the twin 3D printers that we have here, which is the ABS, and I will go furthermore later on, come back to it and show some sampling. And after that I will show you even the high definition one, which is close to this big to the door, which is the big machine, which is the high quality and going to 0.05 micron for the detailing. And well, I will introduce you either for showing you the software we use and how we get access to it. I'm going to present to you either the lasers we got around this room. We got some three small Denford machine, which is very easy to use. Even that, I've made some presentation to you how to use the software. Very, very easy. We get the bed size, which is, when I open the lid, we get the bed size, which is 800 by 450, but mainly students use MDF board, which is already prepared at the workshop, which is 800 by 400. They can use either some gray cards that as I have here, which is 640 by 450 for those, which depends on your work. All right, I would like to insist on one point here. For students start using the laser, it's very important for all students to know about the extraction system. This is very important for the smoke to be swept away. If you don't turn on, if this one is the smoke coming up, means that the extraction is off. Then we have to turn it on. Don't open the lid. Keep the lid closed, and then we move on. We move on to the extraction. Going down there, you can even see in this corner, we get the green and the red. The green is turning on the extraction, just push it in, and the extraction system is on. It's very important that students who get in this room, if they are alone, if the technician is not around, just turn on the extraction before starting any work. Very important point. In this side of the room, we have instead this large laser. This large laser can help students going to the high thickness using plastic, acrylic, clear acrylic, or up to 12 mil thick MDF. All right then, this bed size is 1200 by 800. We get already the board prepared in the workshop either. The student can get access to it. It's very easy. That's me running it because, as I said to some slides, this is very dangerous, and that's why only technician can run it, and that's me running it. Okay. It's important that students know how this room works, and from 8:30 to 5, the student may come in and then book the time slot they need. As I've written here, the small lasers, all students can book for 2 slots, which is half an hour per slot. And then for the large one instead, they can have up to 3 slots max. Then students have to register their name and then their course year in which laser they are using. They are number 1, number 2, number 3, and the large laser. Then in every lasers, student can read the number of the laser's number. Then book for the one they need. Right. As I was saying previously, we've got these twin 3D printers and the high definition 3D printers that we were using for research, medical research, and stuff like that. The quality we use is the ABS. ABS is a white plastic, is a big white compact plastic. How would the 3D printers work? It's very simple now. I think that many people know how 3D printers work, which is the support and the model material. Then the support is combined with, there's a combination with the support and the model material. At the end, this will be put in the solution bath to dissolve the support, and as a result, our sample comes out. This is one of the main thing that students should know. Then get the right information before you start your work. The quality of the material you want to use for the 3D printers, and the time, which is very, very important to know about, because sometimes it may take very, very long. The high definition one instead is a clear acrylic, and fortunately this is really can go up to very pointless, like making some honeycomb to 0.05 millimeters. That's very important. It's a bit expensive because it's a £2 per cubic centimeter, when we have 15p for the twins one, 15p per cubic centimeters. This is very important to know what the bed size is of the height and whatever. Those information, I'll give it, just ask the technician, and then he gives you all the further details that you may need before you start your work.
Hi, my name is Insaba. I'm the technician in charge of this room, and this is a video induction for students for the safe and correct use of the lasers. Students should also know about software issues in order to realize their model. AutoCAD is one of the most used 2D design. SolidWorks is the best for 2D and 3D design for lasers and 3D printers. I am starting this presentation with the health and safety point. First of all, students should know about the health and safety related to the use of all facilities in this room. Laser infrared lights can be harmful if we are exposed to it. Therefore, you should know that laser cutters are classified from 1 to 4. The lower, the safer. The class of the laser is based on the infrared light's level of exposure. In this room, lasers are all class 1 lasers, but when open, they are class 4 lasers. Exposure. I insist on closing the lid as soon as parts are removed for 2 major reasons. This will avoid fumes coming out from the bed, and the increase of the laser infrared light exposure. Large laser cutters are high risk. These machines are run and managed by experienced technicians throughout our workshop. Fire risk. The heat of the beam can ignite a fire. The laser power is relative to the material and its thickness. Large lasers are much more exposed to fire because of the high heat developed by the beam to go through the material to cut. Within the software, incorrect material setting can ignite a fire. Material selection and material thickness, power and speed. Attention! Speed and power are automatically set by the software. Be careful managing it manually. All laser cutters have inbuilt cooling system, then fire will only be started throughout user error. Use of the laser. As small lasers are all in hands of students, they should know how they are made to avoid damage. Side belts fixed on the middle bar move the cutting head. The middle bar itself holds the head sliding with 2 wheels, sometimes can get out of alignment. The head is composed by a kit of mirror leading to the beam to the lens, which sharpen it, and an air assist cone filtering the laser beam to the target, then the material. For instance, if the lens is dirty, it might break the lens or leave a stain on it that cannot be removed. If the laser is not cutting effectively, it's because of one of the above points. The use of the small denser laser are easy and standard setting. Any design software saved in DXF format. I recommend mainly the 2000 DXF version. All lasers have their own software provided by the manufacturer. Denser machines are set in 3 standard colors: red to cut, blue to etch, and black to engrave. Once your file is saved, it should be imported to the 2D laser CAM software. AutoCAD trouble. To avoid any trouble with your imported file, ensure your entire drawing is all on layer 0 from AutoCAD. There are different ways to achieve this. Please make sure you know the scale you are working with. I have put on short tutorials on scaling. You then need to know about decimal numbers and fraction, because the scale factor should be one of these. Architecture and architecture technology students. For first year and eventually second year students need tutorials from internet about Digimap. You need to register and easily download a site plan and contours lines. This will be emailed to you as a selected DWG format. To combine the site plan and the contours line in AutoCAD, the procedure is indicated on below in this below link. In the link below. 3D printers. All 3D parts need to be saved as an STL file format to be printed. Students need to know about printer parameters, material quality used. 3D printers work on queuing basis of first come, first served. Printing time may take longer than expected. Hi, I'm Insaba. I'm back just for a quick demonstration using the scaling. Scaling in AutoCAD is very simple, very easy and simple. If you have your file, just open it. If I open this master map topo, we've got a file continue DWG. We open, okay. Let's go home. I'm gonna create a rectangle round just as a reference, and we're gonna see how the scaling function in AutoCAD. Okay, we should know the distance, the dimension we've had is 1160 by some 720. Okay, and if we skip to the select, if we select all, click on scale, or you can even type scale and disappear, and click on one base point and enter the scale factor. For this, for instance, if you want to scale it to 1 to 100 or 1 to 20 is a fraction, then 1 fraction 20 and enter. This is scaling down. If we click on zoom extend, scroll a little bit, measure again this distance that we first was 1160. This is 58.50 by 35.9, which is very small than 1 to 20. We can decide that, well, this is small, we have to take it to double or 10 times this. We're going to use 10 times this and see how we're going to fit. If you want to use, for instance, the small board that we already have prepared at the workshop, which is 800 by 400, we can then decide to scale it up to fit it on the small board and scale it 10 times. Select all then first, click on the scale button, click on one base point, and then enter this time it's not a fraction, it's not decimal, it's a 10 times the number that you want. Then only enter 10 and enter. Click on the scale button just to have it full screen. If we remeasure this distance, then again this is also 58 point something, that's now 585 millimeters. My AutoCAD is set up on millimeters by 360. Alright then, this is a quick demonstration using the scale button. Thank you for watching. Hi, this is a quick demonstration just to show what the student needs to go to Denford machines. When you get your drawing, and let's say make some quick rectangles and circles around. Alright, and we're gonna change, once drawing we have only the layer 0. We're gonna turn all these layers in different colors first, and then we'll put this in standard red, which is good. Escape to dislike, select all of these, standard blue, and alright then. Okay, let's go to layers property. We've got to create for the different colors, different layers. I might need to even showing. Let's add another rectangle and probably put it in yellow, all in standard colors. All right, what we then we click on, as I was saying, and layer property, adding the colors layers. We got then red, and always click on add layers, blue and yellow. All right, okay, all of these layers are already created. We have these different tab for different use. If you put the pointer in, we can create new layer, VP frozen if you want to freeze that, okay, or delete any layers, and this is the new property filters, etc. Then for now, let's close this window, and if I open this, we've got all our new layers coming up now. All right, I have to bring then the red to click on red and bring the red layer to the red layer, select the yellow color to the yellow layer, and all the blue in the blue layer. All right, okay, then once we click on the red, we see that the red is coming, the red as a standard color and the red as a layer. Okay, escape to the select, I click on the yellow is coming for the red. Then we get different layers. This is bad for the laser cutters, for dental machine. You have to bring them, and as we said in the previous slides, that we need only 3 colors: red to cut, blue to etch, and black to engrave. What the yellow is doing here, we don't need that. If we want to do something with the yellow, we have to turn it all red or blue. In this stage, we turn it blue because we want to just etch it. Then we put it on the blue layer, if we can do that, and then change it to blue color. Okay, escape to the select. If I click on this layer now, it's coming up to the blue layer and the blue color. We have it everything done right. Next step is to select all. If I select all, what I see is all the layers disappear. This is very bad. Once you have that, mean that your drawing won't show up when you bring it to Denver software. All right, then we open the window and bring everything. Click on layer 0. Once this is done, still select. We're gonna use the clipboard, copy, open a new page, and then paste it on the new page. This is interesting because when you open that, when you press it in a new page, all the layers, as we bring it before on layer 0, all the layers disappear because nobody they're not involved in our work. And then we can click on this layer drawing 3 and delete that. We don't need that. What we need is this. Then save as DXF 2000 drawing 4 in my induction copy, my induction folder, and save it. This is what you need, and job done. Alright then, thank you for watching this video. Then hi, this is a very short tutorial for architecture and architecture technology students who would like to download a sitemap from Digimap. Once you get to the Digimap website, which is the digimap.edina.ac.uk, you get the ordnance survey, which is the path to go have the data download. Once you click on data download, it asks you one more step to sign in first and then get to the area that you would like to download. If we click on search, it asks you the area. If we have the postcode, I'm gonna take as an example the Nottingham Trent area, which is NG1 4BU. We can click on find, and it give us the Nottingham Trent University area. All right, zoom in, scroll the wheel in and out to exactly precise site that you would like, area that you would like to download. Draw a rectangle for the area. Once you drag it, this area selected is the area that you're gonna download because that's the one you selected. With the OS map, the OS master map, we get the topography. If when we click on it, we tick on it, then that means that we select the topography. Click on info. It's important that you know the scale that Digimap fixed this area. use the scale used by Digimap. Digimap used the 1 to 1250 scale. If you want to bring it to your own scale, you should know at start that this is the 1 to 1250. Then bring it first to 1 to 1, and then use the scale you would like to to fix your drawing. All right, close this window. The others, all these details, building heights, if you want to know that, and whatever other information you want to download, depends on your work. And the length and height is important for the contours line. If we click on us terrain find contours, we can even have all this information for the contours line as is showing in this little window. Contours line, we don't care about in any way for the scale this time, and the format DWG and other format that you may need. All right, let's click on this window. If we click on add to the basket, there is 2 item select, and this window you set the format, which is the DWG, and the topography, the DWG either. You need the theme, which is selected the name. You can call it plan, and then give a name to your plan, to your file, which is the plan. I call it 3 because I've got many download today. If I request a download, click on request, you're gonna send me an email, and then I'm not going to request a download because I already done that. I don't want to have many download on my email. Okay, I close this window for now. Okay, I can even log out. All right, and go to my email. If we go to my email, I've got this data download. Then I can click on, this is the second email from Digimap. The first one was just on information that they are preparing my order, and the second is letting me have a path to download my data. All right, once you click on download, we're gonna have in the folder we want these 2 master map, topo, and the terrain. Okay, for now I'm just deleting this because that's the previous work I was doing. Okay, if we go to AutoCAD, open, I'm gonna open my master map, continue open. This is a site plan as the area I select, exactly as I selected. It's important that you select then the area you wanna download, and I can open either the terrain, which is the contours line. All right, the procedure to combine the site plan to the terrain, the contours line, is simple. The procedure side that we have to save this DWG as a DXF. I prefer the DXF 2000, and then save on my same folder. Then once it is done, you close it, and then go minimize this, go to our folder and delete the DWG, the one you download from Digimap, and then reopen the DXF saved now, and then save it again as a DWG. Okay, yeah, DWG. Okay, once this process is done, we close all this file and then reopen it again. Open the master map, continue, and then home, insert, attach, and this is the terrain we saved, and then we have all this detail. Untick this, attachment, full path. All right, then the units won't change, the factor won't change, and this is the X, Y, Z on at 0. And then if I click on OK, the map, the contours are insert to be combined to the site plan. We see where the area we select on. Okay, and this is very important to know for student and architecture student when they want to combine contours line and site plan. Thank you for watching. Hi, here is a quick demonstration for the use of the LaserCam 2D for the Dentford machine. Okay, one click to open the software. Alright, okay, we can see these little windows coming out with this with the bed size. Exactly, because when we use the MDF one, it's a 800 by 400 mainly. That's why it's already set up in this dimension. The Z-axis is not, you know, we don't need that anyway. If it's one, it's not changing nothing. Then once you have this windows coming out, we just file, import, and go to our document where we store all our file. One click to download it, to open it. Okay, once it's open, it's pink because it's all select. Then you right click to move it wherever you want onto your bed. Escape to deselect. If you want like to change colors, and somehow we can do it using this software either. It's not a problem, but it's better always advise to use AutoCAD for all the colors set up. Sometimes you may struggle with this software, which is very limited. Okay, if you can turn it to blue, or some lines to blue, that we can do. All right, the next step is file, print. This window showing up, the printer is VAIL 6.60. If any, we have to click on select and we find it at the bottom, VAIL 6.60. Sometimes you might grab one of these above, VAIL 6.60. Ensure that it's in the landscape orientation. One click, and then all these parameters won't change. Students don't have to change one of these. Then print. Once you click on print, then you send it to the laser, and then with this down arrow we can open the tab for the Universal Laser System control panel. One click and we open. This is exactly the laser, the bed. Then the first step is turn on your laser. Alright, and then the second, relocate the view. Mean that if your drawing is placed in somewhere that you don't want, because your board is, you know, you don't have the full board, you have to place it. You can move it everywhere in the 800 by 400 or wherever you place your board. All right, then we can place it wherever we want. This is the first step. The third step is the settings. Settings is very important, that give you the material you use. Then this bring us to the material database. If you're using MDF, which is under natural, wood, or gray card, which is softwood, and just one click. If you click on wood, we have medium density fiberboard, which is the wood. If you're using gray card, for instance, is a softwood, general softwood. And then in main cases, MDF. I recommend you use for the MDF only up to 3 mm thick. The small laser don't cut the 6 mm. We're having lots of trouble with the 6 mm. Then we stop at 3 mm MDF. For other plastics, we can go up to 5 or 6 mm. Alright, the settings is already fine. It's standard settings. Students don't have to do nothing. Sometime when we have problem, we can go up to manual control and then click on the red if you would like to ensure that it's going through cutting nicely. We downgraded the speed, put it down to 8 or 7.5, and click on set to make it accept it. That, and click on OK. Once this job is done, we just click on play to start our engraving. Alright then, thank you.